The Ranch is Netflix's original drama comedy series about the Bennets and farming life. And if you've been invested up until now, then you'll no doubt know exactly what's going on and what happened at the end of season 7 or part 7. So this is the final part. We're going to get no more. Netflix has said they aren't renewing the series any further past this season. So you probably want to know, did they wrap it up properly? And welcome to the Review Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is my review for The Ranch. So the first 6 seasons of The Ranch, we saw just this immaculate, amazing storytelling, drama, comedy, and it had a real balance of really great writing between the drama and the comedy. Unfortunately, because of something that happened, one of the characters was written out, Rooster, and there was this flux. It wasn't bad writing, it just felt off. And from about 7 and 8, we had a replacement family member come, and not to say that he wasn't great, but it just did feel off. So ever since then, I've not quite enjoyed it as much as that, because it's just not quite right. But I have to say, how they finished The Ranch season 8, I really feel like for the most part they kind of wrapped up the storylines that are things that were, we've been wanting to know answers for certain things for a long time, and they've been dragging out that arc. And obviously they probably thought at one time or another they were going to get more serious, but this is where they've wrapped up, and I like what they've done. There's a sense of fruition within the storyline, but it is also bittersweet. If you've loved these characters and you've gone on this journey with them, you'll no doubt know those moments that have been really kind of heartfelt and just really emotional. I've been amazed at the caliber of acting within the show. There's this timing when it comes to drama and comedy. It's hard to pull off the balance between both, and I really feel like they've done that. I feel like they've known each other for years, and some of them have. Obviously, with the Rooster Brothers, there's that 70s show, and some of them worked together in shows before in that 70s show, and then they've kind of transitioned over to this. So they have, and you feel that on screen. You feel at home and at peace with these characters. But the storytelling of this ranch life feels very real, very visceral. They're not shy, about actually showing it how it is. And this season 8 really delves deep into some of those themes. Some of those themes that some TV series just kind of skirt around, like about how you get affected with people that are addicted to drugs, and what does that mean, and how you rehabilitate them, and how that affects family and friends. And the Ranch has never been shy about doing that. There's this kind of really visceral comedy just about life, and you really feel like you know the family. It's written in that way, and I think that's hard to do. If you find the right characters and the right actors to portray those characters, then you get that timing right. It really feels like a good comedy that's real as well, if that makes sense. And I feel like over the course of these 8 seasons, they've gotten that right for the most part. I enjoyed the first 6 more, but I really like how they've completed season 8. The filming, the acting, all of that is as what you expect. But your biggest question going into this is, will they be able to bring it to fruition? Like, will they be able to complete it to a satisfaction? And I think they have. There are still a few other threads I would have liked answered, but for the most part, you see where the Bennett family ends up, and I think that's what you want. I have to say, this is one of my favorite original comedy shows from Netflix. I think that it's not like barely laughing, although it is sometimes. It's just really about family and how they go about doing family within this family, the Bennetts, and I think they've done that a really great job. There's some really outstanding acting moments from each of the actors, and I think you couldn't really point out one, except for Mr. Mustache Man, who has the best mustache in the world.
The other person gets it.
You know who I'm talking about. There is just every actor really outshines at one point or another in the series, and I think some of that is shown well. Their expertise in acting is shown well in season 8. I think it's done well. If you're on board this far, you're going to love 8, and also be sad when it reaches its completion, because we're not going to get any more from this team. But I've loved what we've gotten. I'm going to give this a solid A. I think it does its job. If I were to rank all 8, I would go worst to best. I would go 7, 6, 5, 4, 8, 3, 2, 1. It's like that. The earlier ones for me were better, but I like what they did and how they finished this up. Thanks so much for watching this review. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this series, but most of all, until next time, remember, live love with Tuesday.